To be honest with you, that's exactly because I actually wrote an article about this because that's what's in question here right now, the integrity of the NBA, and that's basically what my whole article is about. I'm debating whether I want to publish it or not. I don't know. I might just give it out, but that's the real conversation to be had. We can't we can't totally adopt into this lane of social media and like fabrication, as Keith put it, or just being an overall spectacle. Like the NBA, no, we glorified events and things that were happening because it was done in a competitive nature. We're like, did you see how this man pulled up and showed out when his team was down by this amount and he just took it upon himself to get the win? That's Kobe's story. Bam's story will forever be, oh, they started fouling at the end so that he could get the 83. That's not how you want to get the 83. And the sad part is, my man, like Keith provided the information today, he was telling them not to foul. He said, no. He didn't even want to get it like that. And you put him in a position where it was like, oh, now I got to get it because I'm going to the line. Like, you know what I mean? And like he said in his interview, after the fact, when he was asked, he said, when did this become a thing? Like, we're going after it. He said, halftime in the locker room. So right there, it told me like, oh, so yeah, this was gonna happen whether Bam wanted it or not. Unfortunately, he at this point he is a pawn in this. You know what I mean? And it's just like that. That's when I'm questioning the NBA. Like, this is where we're at. Like, you guys are this desperate to take this route of, okay, who can we, when the opportunity presents, get them to do something where it'll get the ways back going for the NBA. And I'm just like, this is to me a desperate attempt because in this production that you guys have made, because that's what I'm calling it, a production, you kind of are trying, I'm not going to say diminish because I don't think that's even possible when it comes to Kobe being Bryant, but you are low key diminishing his work and all that he put into this sport. And for those that know, and especially if you played, watching something like what Bam just gave us, and again, not taking nothing from Bam, like you was in that lane to get it, but that's not how it should have been done. Like period. Like, you want the game to still be competitive in the real world, high school, college, and it should be NBA. Your team up by 20, your starters is out. We can't risk injuries. We can't risk any weird stuff happening because we're chasing a fabricated record to break or to surpass someone. And that's why I don't like that y'all would even put Kobe's position in this type of even light. This, we, if nothing less than what we already seen in his performance, this shouldn't have been how it should be done. And then considering the fact Kobe's no longer here, everyone keeps saying, oh, I wonder what Kobe would say. I said, behind closed door, I think I know exactly what Kobe would have said. Like, okay, y'all took what I said out of context when I said, hey, you got to have the stamina and the endurance to be able to do it. No. Do it within its means is the part that Kobe left out because I don't think he felt he needed to say that. You don't, if you're up by 20 plus, the game is over. With that much time left, the game is over, especially in the NBA. It's a wrap. Take your starters out. Give them a round of applause for the performance. If they're home, if they're away, the crowd is already gone. Like, so for y'all to sit here and be fouling, I'm glad I wasn't watching. Respectfully, I'm glad I was at work getting the text messages and the calls because that's exactly what y'all wanted. And y'all got exactly what y'all wanted. You wanted the buzz. And that's when you go, NBA, what we got going on here? What's up? The talent's not enough. The competition's not enough. The strategies, the person in charge is not doing their jobs. Because this is not the reach we need to be going for. Like, I'm like, if we're reffing this, yeah, this is an ejection. Y'all, we got to pull everybody out the office. We got to pull everybody out. This is not how you do that. This is not how you do that. Everybody that is on the list, anybody that got the 100, now 83, 81. Watch just up until you get to Bam's performance. We can't watch Wilt's, unfortunately. But up until, go watch everybody's performance. Completely different story, man. Nothing was forced. They were playing ball, whether they was on fire, the game was still, it was still a game. Now, once the game was over, that's why they scored what they scored, because that was that. I'm sure if we would have kept going, they would have. We'll probably be at 150 at this point if you let them keep going. That's on fire. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I get it. The story's cute. He's dating Aja Wilson. She too holds the scoring record in the WNBA. She's a prolific player. Uh, we love the relationship. Don't think this ain't promoting the relationship. Like, you know what I mean? And then you put on top of that, he's a non-confrontational player. And we don't have a player that's our quote unquote image for the NBA. And I'm just like, this. If this is the segue into him being that, he this is not the rollout. Fire whoever said this is the rollout. Whoever said, "Ooh, we got the Wizards, man. You think you could drop 30 in the first? Because if so, we got a story here." Like, come on, y'all. That's exactly what this looks like. A Tyler Perry play. The only thing, we've seen this show one too many times, and we're over it. That's why your ratings is tanking. No one watches these games because there's no real effort no more. Like, there's no real effort no more. That's why people are turning to gambling, because it's like, oh, numbers will be ran up. You just got to figure out who. That's just where we're at with this sport, and we need to get back to the essence of playing basketball. Because for those that love the game, and for those that tune in for those moments where you're watching the game and they're going back and forth, and you realize Kobe Bean Bryant has this amount after the teams has been down by 20. That's what's gonna have us at our TVs or at work. Like, yo, turn the game on. Like, no, put it on. Like, pull it up on your phone. That's what's gonna get your buzz back. Stuff like that. Let it organically happen, but don't force it. And this was indeed a force. That was a force. So I'm calling out the NBA, man. Y'all got to tighten up. Like, we don't need no more of these. No more. Let things organically happen.